Do you sometimes wish you could just sit down at the piano and play freely without thinking too much? In today's video, I'm going to show you a beautiful chord progression that you can use to create a lot of emotion on the piano. Step by step, I will show you how to decorate this progression with little runs and fills and how to make it sound more interesting. If this is your first time here on this channel, feel free to subscribe so you won't miss any future videos. And by the way, you can also download the free PDF that goes along with this lesson. You will find the link down in the video description or in the comments below. The chord progression we are using today is in the key of C sharp minor. Let's start with the left hand first. First, we play a C sharp minor chord, but we will just play a simple 1-5-8 arpeggio. So the notes are C sharp, G sharp, C sharp. Then for A major, we are playing A, E, A. Okay. Then for B major, we are playing B, F sharp, B. And for G sharp minor, we are playing G sharp, D sharp, G sharp. So let's try this out together. The chords always change on beat 1. So we are playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So just repeat that a few times, and when you feel safe playing this, then we are ready to add the right hand. Okay, the right hand is very simple. We will learn it in 2 steps. The first pattern goes like this. We always play the same notes. We are playing E, B, E, D sharp. Okay, so E, B, E, D sharp. Just play this a few times and listen to the beautiful sound. And then we can combine both hands together. And now look, we will start with the left hand. The left hand begins, plays the 3 notes, and then the right hand takes over. Okay, so left hand, then right hand. And then when we are on the D sharp, we just, take a little rest here, okay? So we are starting and playing everything in 16th notes. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and, okay? Everything are 16th notes until we are reaching the D sharp, okay? So 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. Just play this a few times in a row. Enjoy this beautiful sound. Make sure to also use the sustain pedal. So this is the first bar, and then the right hand always plays the same melody, but only the left hand changes. That means now in the next bar we are going to A major, that means A, E, A, and in the right hand the same melody. Wonderful. Now in the left hand we go to B major, so B, F sharp, B, and in the right hand the same melody. And now in the last bar we are on G sharp minor, that means G sharp, D sharp, G sharp, and then the same melody with the right hand. I will play it once for you. Okay, wonderful. Now we already have a strong basic pattern, and honestly, even just this already sounds emotional and beautiful, and everything that comes next will make it even better. So now in the next step, let's add 1 extra note, 1 in bar 1, 1 in bar 2, and 1 in bar 3, and bar 4 stays like it is. And by the way, just so you know, if you want to check this in the sheet music, you can download a free PDF. You will find the link in the video description and in the comments below. Okay, so you already see we will add the B as an extra note and we will play that on beat 3 and. Okay, so we are counting now. 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and. Okay, maybe this is a bit tricky, but we will practice this really slowly that you get the idea behind it. 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and then in the next bars we are applying the same rhythm. So 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and in the last bar everything stays like it is. Okay, and when we play this a little bit faster, this sounds really beautiful and we will get a nice melody like this. So we play it just faster. Before you continue, make sure that the basic pattern really feels solid and that you feel safe while playing this. Okay, now let's start decorating. Here comes idea number 1. We simply add 3 extra notes in between. It's a little bit like a zigzag. So I will show you what I mean with zigzag. We play it here, we play it here, and here it's not a zigzag, it's like you go down and you stay on the same note. I will show you this. You are preparing your right hand and then the 2 zigzag notes are these 2, okay? Da da da. You play up, down, up, and this is on beat 4 and. So you are playing 4 E and 1. And in the next bar 2, 4 E and 1. And in bar 3 to bar 4, you play 4 E and 1. Okay, so these are our beautiful extra notes that will enrich our playing. So now the whole thing goes like this. So let's have a look at the rhythm. You are beginning here with 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1. Yeah? Let's do this first part. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1. Yeah, until here. And again, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1. Okay, and then we are do the same rhythmic idea in every bar. So we are playing 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1. And 1. And 1. Okay, so we have the zigzag from the first to the second bar, then from the second to the third bar, and then from the third to the fourth bar we have, okay, we are coming from the higher note and then 2 times at the same level. Okay, so these are our connecting fills from one bar to another bar. Let's have a look at the next idea. Here I will show you a simple run. So here, as you can see, we have a little run at the end of the bar, and I will show you this is really simple because here in the right hand everything stays in the position. Yeah, and then you are taking the 4 top notes and play it down. That means you play E, D sharp, C sharp, B. Okay? This is just our little run. And then on the 1 you are going to the C sharp again. So 4 E and the 1. Okay, and this you repeat in every bar. 4 E and the 1. 4 E and a 1, okay? So, and this is a nice little run that we can add in between the chords of our little improvisation. So let's listen how this sounds. Okay, and in the last bar, so we have a little extra thing here again, because you know, here we land on the B, and here it's always the C sharp and the C sharp, and when we are at the G sharp minor chord here, it fits a little bit better to take the B here. So let's try this again, and I will count it for you a little bit more slowly. So 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and now on the B. Okay, so, and in the last bar everything stays easy. Okay, and I think this is a very beautiful idea. It's so easy. It's just the 4 notes of the scale here, and so I think it's really nice. Let's have a look at idea number 3 now. This time the run comes from below. So this run is like a rocket start, you know, and we will have a look at it now. So place your right hand in this shape. Yeah, and then the thing is, now we are coming from here and we just go up. And the only thing you have to do is that you take your thumb and play the G sharp. And then G sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, and then on the 1 you land on the E. This is our run, and the rhythm is the same like in the idea before. We start on beat 4, okay? 4 E and a 1. 4 E and a 1. So you are starting 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1, okay? And when you are on the 1, then also the left hand changes, okay? So okay, and I think it's a really beautiful and hopeful run, and I hope you like it also. So here you really have to remember that you take your thumb to the G sharp. Okay, maybe you are trying out also the right hand alone, but yeah, like you want. Now comes idea number 4. This one is super easy. Here you just keep your hands in this position here and you just play the 4 notes down. You will play E, D sharp, B and E. These are the 4 notes of our run, and this time when you are ready, you go up again to the E, and then this is the beat 1, okay? 4 E and a 1. 4 E and a 1. Okay, so let's practice this. I will play it once for you that you can hear how this sounds. And then you can repeat this over and over again. It's really beautiful. So when we count this, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. And so on and so on. So practice this and then we come to our last idea. Now let's go to idea number 5. This one is a bit more advanced because you need good orientation on the keyboard, and we will improvise freely now. That means that you can choose the notes freely and also the rhythm freely, and this makes it a little bit complicated. But the idea is simple. You just keep playing the basic pattern, and between the chord changes you add melody notes on top. That means the basic pattern is this here. And then in the pause, you can just fill it up with some nice sounding notes, okay? But the question is, okay, which keys can you use? And we are in the key of C sharp minor, but I think to make it a little bit more easier, it's better just to think of the notes of the parallel major key. So just think of the notes that belong to the key of E major. You know, because I think this is already more familiar to you than if we would think of C sharp minor. So the E major scale has 4 sharps in it, those 2 and those 2, and then to prepare yourself a little bit, you can just play it a few times. Yeah, a little bit, play a little bit around. Yeah, just with these notes, and you don't have to stick to the fingering. You can just play a little bit around. Yeah. Like you want. And then you are just trying out some beautiful things. So maybe one thing you can do is here I just took those 2 notes, the G sharp and the F sharp, and or you could also use other notes like let's say the B and the C sharp. So I throw in those notes, those higher notes here, and then I always come back to our basic pattern. Yeah, just then play some notes and then you just change the left hand, but you always come back, yeah, to this shape here. And this is the idea behind it. And yeah, then you can just try out a few things. I will play you an example. So listen how beautiful this is. And the cool thing is that you really can combine now all the other ideas, that you can say, okay, for this run I will play idea number 1, Then in the next bar, I will play idea number 2, and so on and so on. And like this, you get so much variety and so much ideas that you can play for hours. And this is really a nice thing. For example, now I start. Yeah, use the zigzag fill. And then I use this, where we just go down the 4 top notes of the scale. And like this, it's really a very beautiful skill and it makes so much fun. I know it is hard to play, especially with the 16th notes. That's not easy, but if you get used to it and just let it flow, then I think it can be really a beautiful way of playing and improvising. And you can also just keep it simple and it will sound very beautiful. Sometimes you don't have to do much, and if you feel safer and safer, then you just add tiny little things to it. So think of these ideas like building blocks, learn them one by one until they feel natural. And the cool thing is that you also can combine all the different ideas, mix them, switch them around, and it already sounds really great. And then when you improvise freely, you can use them spontaneously and create your own ideas. And by the way, if you like this style of music and if your big dream is to just sit at the piano and play some nice melodies without needing sheet music, then make sure to check out my online course Modern Piano 1, because in this course I will show you how the whole system works, that you are really able to just sit down and play something beautiful like this with beautiful melody patterns. For example, like this. Then feel free to go down in the video description, and there you will find a link with more information about the course. I hope this video gave you a lot of inspiration and a better feeling how to create your own piano runs and fills. And let me know in the comment which of the 5 ideas you like the most. And if you click here, you will find another beautiful tutorial with a very beautiful piano run. So don't miss it and see you in the next video.